fascinating little, I don't want to call it a museum or tribute or whatever to, you know, ships of this era. I mean, it's cool, but it's crap as heck. Everything has been miniaturized, basically. I'm 6 foot and I'm scraping the ceiling right now. But it's really neat. Some crew quarters back here. Big old pot of stew on the stove right there. It is said that the design, the blueprint of the Columbia, which was designed specifically for Disneyland, it's not an actual ship, but it is based on an actual ship, and that actual ship is the Bounty of, you know, Mutiny on the Bounty fame. There's a movie and, you know, a book about that. It's a pretty famous story about a mutiny on a ship, and the design of the Columbia was based on it. And I think there's actually a tribute to it on the boat. I can't remember what it is, but maybe I'll add that in later. These are the captain's quarters, and I want to say that whatever it was that tribute to the Bounty is in here. Makes me glad I never had to live life like this. Pretty awesome, right?
All hands on deck. Stand by to go ashore. Yardman aloft, into the footrooms. Furl the top gallants. Down with the flying jib. Make ready the bow anchor.
I think I've been here for a good 3 hours, and I've done practically nothing. I mean, I did the Legends of Frontierland thing, which was about 90 minutes, but I don't know what's gonna happen here, man. I gotta fill up some camera time. What am I gonna do, you guys? Oh, I have an idea. Let's go. Well, we're already there. We're gonna go to Tomorrowland, but we're gonna go to the Star Trader because I have heard tell of some new Guardians of the Galaxy merchandise in there, and I thought we'd check that out. You know, it being almost, what, 3 weeks now until, no, 2 weeks maybe, until Guardians finally premieres. By the way, I feel pretty comfortable in saying at this point, from what I've seen today, that slow period that we've been watching the last 4 weeks or so, maybe 3-4 weeks, I think it's over. I mean, it doesn't look like much now, but there are definitely more people here today than there were any of the last 4 weeks. Especially at Frontier. I had to get out of Frontierland, man. That was getting a little crazy for me. So I think it's time. It's still not, you know, oppressive in terms of the crowds, but it's getting pretty busy. So for those of you who have trips planned for the end of this month or in August, I would expect things to be pretty busy. So I think I found it, which is over here in the Starcade portion of the merchandise area. There's our Starcade back here. It's a pretty cool Rocket Raccoon. Usually I don't, well, I keep calling him Rocket. He says don't call me a raccoon. Or I keep calling him Raccoon. But normally I don't like these bold, like really busy shirts, but that one actually looks kind of cool and it glows in the dark. Here's your Usual Suspects type shirt. So that one's 28 and the Rocket shirt is 24. And what does this do? Rocket does nothing that I can tell. He's just a stuffed animal of sorts. Little backstory on him back there. $25 for Rocket. Kind of neat. And here, this is all Rocket stuff, it looks like. Okay, so this is his ship, his Warbird. I thought that was Star-Lord's ship, but I guess not. Maybe it's a different ship we saw in the preview. And this ship from Hasbro is also $25. I guess these are just action figures. A little bit of assembly required to do what? I'm not sure. That thing launches something plasticky. It goes along with some other ships, Rocket ship or Milano starship. I don't know. These are $11. And they do have one other set. You can get a Drax and Korath. And then up here, I don't want to take that down, but it's another, it's a plastic action figure of Rocket with makes battle sounds and phrases, the typical gear you might see for that. This is a Nerf gun. It's like dual, what do you call that? Well, actually it's quad. It's a quad blaster. Are there 4 triggers? Interesting, $30 for that. Then you've got this like film cells of the characters on a t-shirt. Groot and Rocket and Drax. And people are just walking right into me. I'm just standing here. Now I'm gonna go look for some more Guardian stuff next door at the Star Trader proper, but I wanted to kind of look around the Starcade to show you some differences. You might notice they've kind of moved into, well, I don't know what they're doing here. It's kind of a cross between an Infinity gear, like gaming gear, toys, you know, that kind of thing. But then I'm also seeing girl stuff, which, I mean, in and of itself, I don't have a problem with girl stuff, but you don't normally look for that kind of thing at an arcade. And they still do have some of the old classic retro games here, but one thing they don't have anymore is the hockey table. It's gone. It is now a home to these pillow pets. Again, I don't know why you got pillow pets at the Starcade. The hockey table is gone, which is kind of that's an institution here at the Starcade, you know? And by the way, they moved the pillow pets and all the other plushes. They used to have them here. This is now where they've got all the toys, or more toys, I should say, including some of the stuff we saw last week, the monorail toys and the parking lot tram. And you got some Planes gear, more action figures. These are those lightweight ones I was telling you about last week. This set is $15 like the rest, but you could probably get some good mileage out of those. Anybody ever put together a 4D puzzle before? I have not. So it's a puzzle. The grounds are a puzzle, and then you also put structures up which vaguely resemble what you might find in the land. I mean, that's obviously Space Mountain. That's pretty good, and that's obviously a castle. But these just look like rectangles. Oh, look, there's Indiana Jones Temple. Okay, that's not bad. Splash Mountain. That's not bad. Interesting. Check out this random thing I just found laying here. It's a squishy Jabba the Hutt thing. That's big. Look at that. I don't know if this is a prop or if it's for sale, because it's just kind of laying there. Oh look, there, they got a whole bunch of them right here. That makes more sense. I mean, I do believe I need to get one of these. I think that's kind of awesome. That's it for Guardians of the Galaxy, but check out this new stuff they have at the Star Tour shop. You've got some new Stormtrooper action figures, which talks, and that's a heck of an awesome thing right there. And look, they've got some giant ones down here too. Look at those suckers. Now, what do you want to guess those giant ones cost? Because I thought they'd be more than they are. Yeah, they were $40. And this smaller one is $30. That's pretty cool. And then they've got some Rebels also, some Luke Skywalker in his Hoth gear. He's about to take on some Tauntauns. Or no, not Tauntauns, some AT-ATs. Oh, you've got young Anakin. Boo, boo, young Anakin. All right. Han Solo, very cool. And a Darth Vader down there. Giant-sized Darth Vader, which again, I feel like I need to get both that and the Stormtrooper. I was also asked by a friend of Fresh Baked to come check out the t-shirts here. Dan Hicks had asked, because I guess you can't get these online, and I looked online too myself, and you can't find them anywhere. They don't have a lot. It's kind of crowded back here, so I gotta back out. They've taken, you can get this shirt, the Rebel Spy shirt, at the Disney store, and that's it. But like this Boba Fett shirt, which is kind of an anime looking thing, that's kind of cool, but that's only for kids. All these shirts are just for kids. Oh, there's a Jedi shirt down there. It's like a t-shirt, like a practice t-shirt. But there's not a lot of t-shirts in here. You got that Darth Vader shirt back there, which is kind of lame. Actually, you know what? In the Star Trader proper, I think they have more t-shirts. Hold on. They do have shirts, but they're kind of the novelty ones, you know, like Darth Vader on the carousel with an ice cream, or the Stormtrooper shirts, you know, with the faces of Stormtroopers. But nothing, yeah, here's another one. Darth Vader on the Astro Orbiter. But they don't really have, you know, like traditional Star Wars shirts. Mostly just novelty ones, funny ones. And I just saw a guy, that dude, he got one. That lucky dog. Look at that. You lucky dog. That dude is happy as could be on the inside right now, because he's walking out of here with a giant Darth Vader. Our timing was just right for a quick ride on the monorail. We're going to do a Finding Nemo update. And we are also going to show you a little some of this.